To get to the future, we must first look back to the past. For in the past, one finds the seed of the future. This is the story of Word for the World Christian Fellowship. This is our story. To trace how it all began is to go back to the very heart of God. God Himself is Word for the World's birthplace. From the heart of God, it came into completion as it reached the heart of one man who committed himself fully to the lifetime call of God. And so, the groundwork for what began in God's heart was about to begin in earnest. And God knew the perfect place to start. Comet Street, Bel Air Village, Makati. It was a strategic place as concentrated around the area are the head offices of practically every major corporation, several banks, hotels, and a large commercial center. It was God Himself who pointed out that if you reach out to the heads, the leaders, and influencers, then the door of opportunities for the rest of the company will be opened. It began with a small group of people hungry and thirsty for the word of truth. But soon enough, as more people joined in, God stirred their hearts towards a bigger vision of starting a worship service. But the question was, where? And so began Word for the World's journey. The first worship service was held at the Intercontinental Hotel in 1980. But still, a bigger place was needed as God was set to begin His harvest. Rizal Theater became the next home of Word for the World until it was time to move again when the theater was demolished to give way to a hotel in 1989. After months of moving from place to place to hold its worship service, Word for the World finally settled in its new home in Valero Street. Home was a 1,600-seater hall appropriately named The Sanctuary, which opened its doors in January 1990 to welcome the congregation. As in most other churches, Word for the World had its share of trials and obstacles to hurdle. Through all these, it did not waver in its mission. The work of bringing the Word to the world continued, prospered, and grew. The vision never diminished as the church expanded wherever the good news of salvation could be planted, locally and on foreign shores. Today, it has more than 60 local outreaches and 17 international churches. However, it seems we once again have to fold our tents, leave this place we have called home for the past 27 years, and go on to another journey. And just as God brought the Israelites out of Egypt into the Promised Land, God is bringing us out of this place into our new home, our own land, our own Canaan. We were chosen by God to embark on this new journey together to possess our land. The only question that remains is, where is this Canaan? This promised land that we must possess.